Need to make sure I don't have any broccoli in my teeth. Huh. Okay. Hey y'all, what's up? I'm just finishing up a late lunch, and for those of you who do not know me, my name is Nina Bruton. My name online is Baldhead Queen. Also, you can follow my vegan journey at Vegan Newbie Still a Foodie, all one word. Vegan Newbie Still a Foodie. I wanted to do this video because I've been receiving lots and lots and lots of inquiries about how I became a vegan. Like, people are like terrified of the transition. So sorry. So I did a video months ago about why I went vegan, and in that I kind of discussed my transition period a bit as well, but it's a long video, so here's this one. You can go back and visit that. It's still on my YouTube channel, but in this video I will specifically tell how I transitioned, and what I'll do is when I get home, maybe later this week, I will actually create a video showing you some of the staples that I have in my cupboard, and that I keep in the fridge, that have made my life as a vegan far, far easier than I ever imagined it would be. So yeah, let's get started. The biggest question is how did I transition? People are like, I don't think I'm ready to go cold turkey. And let me tell you something, I wasn't about that life either. I like food in general. So, hence the name Vegan Newbie Still a Foodie, because I do consider myself a foodie. I'm one of those people that I feel like I can try anything and everything at least once. I first went vegan. I transitioned to vegan 9 months ago. Let me say this. I transitioned 10 months ago. Wow. At the end of July of last year, I actually transitioned. And what I did going into the month of August is, at the end of every week, I would, beginning in August, I would let go, I would eliminate something else from my diet. So, for example, the first week, by the end of the first week, by that Saturday, I got let go of beef and pork. And I've never been a huge beef or pork eater anyway, but I appreciate a good burger every once in a while. And Bubba and Frank's, one of my clients, has some banging barbecue sandwiches, and brisket, so can't front. But I went ahead and eliminated it. So that was by the end of the first week of August. By the end of the second week of August, I eliminated all chicken, turkey, and seafood. I indulged for that last week. I felt like every week I had, it was like Fat Tuesday all over again. So by the end of the second week, I was done with pork and beef, chicken, turkey, and all seafood. Okay. By the end of the third week, I eliminated the rest of the dairy products and all other animal products. So I haven't drank milk in years, but I still love me some cheese, boy. I love cheese. And so I eliminated all of that from my diet as well. Now, in addition to going vegan, I also I adopted a very specific lifestyle. So I try to be very specific. I'm not as disciplined as I could be, but I also don't eat any white breads, and I try not to eat white pastas. Every once in a while I will indulge, if you will, and I will go ahead and have white pasta, but anything white, I don't eat it. I'll eat white potatoes, try not to eat French fries. Every once in a while, I love a good French fry. But I don't eat rice. I don't eat white rice. I eat black rice. So not only am I vegan, but I'm mindful of the things that I'm eating, because a lot of times, I know I was vegetarian in early 2000s for quite a few years, but I would still eat a lot of pasta. And that's where a lot of vegans, we go wrong. We're still eating a lot of processed foods. We're still eating a lot of meat. Sorry. This one piece is really bothering me. I'm trying not to be raggedy and like pick it out with my nail right now, because I don't want to have to stop taping. So we just gonna have to deal with it. So, we eat a lot of meat alternatives, and it's still processed foods. Now, every once in a while, I like a good chicken nugget and or fake nugget, or something like that. I also don't consume soy, because soy, for my particular situation, I have an estrogen dominance. So soy is something that is a phytoestrogen. there are other foods that are commonly healthy, but because of my particular situation, I don't consume them because they are phytoestrogens and they add to the problem that I'm working to overcome here, which is uterine fibroids. Again, that's a whole other conversation. So that's pretty much it. I really took the time to transition. And what was interesting is I found that by the end of every week that I eliminated something else, I didn't crave the chicken. I will tell you this: the one thing that I do miss sometimes is eggs. I loved eggs, but Follow Your Heart, which is a vegan, a plant-based brand, actually has an awesome vegan egg that you can scramble. You can make omelets out of it. Like, there's a number of things that you can do with it. So you will learn an awesome amount of information about the things that you can eat, what works for you, what does not work for you. I don't use regular table salt. I use black salt. Again, I'll have to do another video in the kitchen just specifically with the foods and the spices and things that I use. Excuse me. So yeah, I do believe that's it. Again, don't do a lot of pasta. Don't do a lot of rice, or any. If I do, it's black rice. And it's good. God is good. And let me tell you something before I go. I don't want this video to be too long, but it is interesting the way I've become more in tune with my body since beginning this journey. Like, I literally have found that I pay attention to my body in the way that it works now. Whereas before, I'll give you an example, a few examples. At the beginning of this year, I did a water fast, and the water fast was very successful. It was 14 days, and I felt awesome afterwards. I mean, I felt like a new creation in Christ, like, for real. And after that, I was still eating vegan, still doing my thing, and life was good, but I was constipated here and there, and I'm like, I'm eating all vegetables. Why in the world am I constipated? Like, this doesn't make sense. I generally go have a bowel movement. I eat in a couple hours, 2 hours or so, I'm going. For real. And I am regular than a mug, and it's not like painful, it's not troublesome, it's just a regular bowel movement. And then in the mornings when I wake up, I have another evacuation every single morning. And I also drink water all day. Like, every once in a while I might have some tea or juice or something, but for the most part I drink water. So going back to this constipation situation, so I was trying to figure out, I was like, Lord, what in the world, why am I constipated? And the Lord revealed to me, and my body revealed to me, that even though I was eating mostly vegetables and fruit and very little grains, I was consuming too much at once. So I was like, and I remember even posting on Facebook a couple times, I can eat whatever I want with no guilt and blah, blah, blah. And I realized that I was still eating too much at once. So what was happening is my body was not having time to be able to digest everything appropriately. So I wasn't digesting everything appropriately. So I turned around and I started eating smaller portions. So smaller meals, more often, still eating kind of constantly throughout the day, but not all at once. I was giving my body, and I began to give my body an opportunity to do what it is designed to do. And so the constipation has gone away. I haven't had any problems with it whatsoever. So that's just one example of what will happen once you become in tune with your body. And once you begin consuming certain things, you slow down. I recently watched a docuseries on Netflix called Cooked, and it is so dope. Like, I highly recommend. There was a gentleman in the video who said, he said, you know what? I tell people all the time. He said, eat what you want. Eat an apple pie if you want to. But if you're going to eat a whole apple pie, cook the pie. Cook it from scratch. Make it from scratch. Like, our relationship with food changes when we have to prepare it ourselves. That's something that is really, if we can go to the store and just buy one, not only does it take the art out of food and the love out of food, there's a ton of preservatives and whatnot in it. So if we take the time to cook things, our relationship with food will change. With that being said, part of this vegan life, because I'm not about being hungry, it is really my discipline and my planning and preparation. And that takes discipline. You cannot live this life, because then if you're out and about and you're hungry, you'll end up stopping and getting some french fries, or you'll end up stopping and getting some pasta or some pho, or something else that's rich in sodium or calories, and that's not what we want. It defeats the whole purpose. So I'll be around. Y'all ask me questions in the comment section, please. We can go about this back and forth, and I may do a Periscope soon so that I can answer questions as we go. So for now, peace. That's it. Transition. If you have questions, holla at me on Instagram, Vegan Newbie Still a Foodie, and on Twitter, Vegan New Food D, I believe. The information will be down here in the comment section. So find me, holler at me. Good luck. Y'all come do it. Vegan is where it's at. And even if you don't become a vegan, it just incorporating more fruits and vegetables and whole foods in your diet will make a world of difference. You'll be a brand new creation, for real. So peace. God bless you all. Be inspired as we're rebuilding.